I think the things that are coming up in 2012 are definitely HTML5. I think that's going to open up a huge lot of opportunities in terms of what mobile is going to look like. I think now that Facebook apps have started to introduce HTML5, there's branding opportunities there coming in. I think certainly the actual way that we're working with tablets and screens of all sorts of shapes and sizes now in terms of the smartphone into the tablet arena, as we've moved beyond the point of PC purchases and actually moving out of there into tablet-based computing this fall and this particular holiday season, it's going to open up an entire plethora of new advertising opportunities and how we take advantage of something that's incredibly organically tactile and actually work it in the way that is like print. So we have the very best of TV, the very best of digital, and the very best of print combined in a very seamless platform where we're going to be able to touch and play and involve ourselves in brands the way we've never done before. So I think that's going to be a really big one for 2012. It's very, very close to home. Beyond HTML5, the biggest buzz that I'm excited about in digital right now is dual screening. Dual screening is where you're sitting there consuming content, linear video content on a main screen in a public auditorium, which could be anything from your TV, sitting in your lounge at home on the sofa, watching TV, or standing in front of a billboard, or even in a cinema. And what you're doing is you're able to embrace and have an interactive experience on the device that's in your hand next to you. It means, therefore, we can do this mass broadcast of television or even cinema, but suddenly I can have an interactive and an overlaid experience on a very targeted medium that's in my hand. It means that I can change television without changing television. And what I do is I simply wave my phone in front of that TV screen, and it's almost the way we rolled over a banner and it suddenly expanded and created this rich media experience. I'm able to now do that en masse in public places. So it means I could be sitting there in the whole idea of in a cinema and I'm seeing this content and I'm suddenly able to grab things and move it down to my phone. Or I may be sitting there and watching television and my phone and my tablet is working in conjunction. Now, why is that important? It's important for several different reasons, but the biggest one is using audio sounding. So having high frequency sounds that go out in line with television that your tablet picks up. And it syncs the content in real time. So as I'm watching that show, and as they change that content, my tablet is updating itself. Product placement, measurement of TV advertising is accurate measurement. All these things can come off the back of that, and it's the one that's the most biggest and most exciting opportunity for advertisers of the offline and the online world moving forward. I think one of the biggest opportunities and particular fear factors I've got right now is brands becoming publishers. As we are in a situation where we buy media from those media owners, whether they're television or print or online publishers, as we're suddenly finding that the back of the social media is the Twitter, the Facebook, and all the likes and everything we've seen, we now have more brand followers than potentially media owners actually have as an audience. Now that means all sorts of things. That's going to mean that how does a brand keep engaged with their fan base? How do they keep them excited? It means where we've seen people coming from the agency world into brands, we're now going to see people from the television world having to come into brand because now they are the new brand media owners. They're looking at how do we monetize? How do we commercialize? How do we engage with this audience? There are huge questions that are going to suddenly change media buying and media planning on its head. Suddenly brands now from Coca-Cola Music, from the old days, right the way through to Starbucks and beyond, and all these people with these huge fan bases are going to find a very exciting opportunities for keeping their consumers very focused and very excited. I think it means that how we look at marketing, social advertising, and how all these things start interlinking together is going to radically change across the media spectrum.